Hey guys, StinaRose here, and welcome back to another episode from the Welsknight Patron Server. Guys, we have been pranked. It's actually a rather generous prank, but we have still been pranked. Yeah, it looks like we've had a visitor, and this visitor has given us some diorite and emerald mushrooms. I love the idea, don't love the diorite. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe move these around the island a little bit, exchange them for the purple concrete, and yeah, but he didn't just prank me over here. If we come over around the shoe, you're going to see where I did my channel update video earlier this month. And yeah, this specific person has been over here as well. So let me show you what he has done. Diorite, birch. Diorite and birch. The only way these mushrooms could be more offensive is if they were on mycelium. I mean, really. Really. And with the capital G, the person responsible for this prank is Grurum. He was able to get back on the server. He's been away from us for a little bit, and he got back on the server and he pranked me. Pranked me good. Gave me diorite and birch and diorite and emerald mushrooms. So let me get this cleaned up, and then I will come back and we will get started on the actual episode. Hey guys, I have been doing some work. Came back to doing some work getting ready for the next segment. Went offline for the night, came back, and I have I have a new statue. I really love it. This guy is pretty cool. Very nethery. The only thing that could make him a bit more scary would be is if there was a circle in the nether around him, but I love him. Only problem is he's right behind my portal. So anyway, let's go take a look and see what this is all about. Alright, if we just swim over here, it says, I have to say I enjoy the space. However, I thought you could use some magma. And this is from Notch Hero. So yeah, look at this this really great this really great guy that we have here on our, just outside of our base. But like I said, it is right next to the portal, or behind the portal. Oh, try not to give spoilers. Oh no, I can't get out of here without giving spoilers. Okay, let's come right up here. Turn around. Yeah, it's right behind the portal, so it kind of gets blocked when you get close to that dragon portal, and that's unfortunate because it's such a cool statue. So I'm gonna talk to Notch Hero, see if maybe he'd like to relocate it, or if I'm gonna just have to tear it down. I'm kind of hoping that we can relocate it to a different place, because I think it would be fun to have it here, if not permanently, at least for quite a while, because I like it. I really do. But I have been busy. If you notice, we've got grass now. Let me show you what I have been up to between clips. Wasn't planning on showing this yet, but yeah, I needed a fountain. It just needed a fountain. So if you remember, Adamaster made the pathway for me. I love it. I love his pathway, but it came straight through, and I had to take parts of it out to accommodate my new fountain. But yes, so we have a fountain. We've got these fairies or butterflies or some kind of magical, use your imagination. I thought they looked cool. And the path, it wraps around both sides of the fountain and connects up again with where the original part of the path was, allowing us to continue on into the castle. But it also comes out this way, heads off to the shoe, the bridge over to the small mushroom island, and it goes back in behind where the subscriber wall is. Over here, it comes down, wraps around this way. It kind of breaks off, goes down into my little cave system. This is how I get down to my branch mine, my AFK fishing hole, and the sheep farmer all down there. And then it continues on around to Jack's house. Now, I did take out the piers that Angel of Light had put in for the Viking ships. I took those out because it was in the way for this path. I have added some more mushrooms around the place, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing here. Trying to intersperse the different kind of mushrooms around. I'd like to make a couple more of these types of mushrooms and put them around as well. Not sure if I'm going to make any more of these ones or not. I think that works really well next to the candy house, but I'm not sure it works anywhere else. But yeah, this is what I've been up to. Building paths, building mushrooms, building this great big fountain. And honestly, the fountain has been a lot of fun. This is quite a large fountain. I found out that water physics are not a lot of fun to work with. I messed up the water flow here so many times. It was so frustrating. That's the main reason that there is no video recording of it, because yeah, that wasn't much fun. But I do like the way that it turned out. There are 5 beacons here, so we have all of the effects. 2 jump boost 2, speed 2, strength 1. Here, let's see what we have. Yeah, jump boost 2, speed 2, strength, resistance 2, regen, and haste 2. So yeah, we can go fast, break things fast, all that good stuff. Funny story. The day after, very soon after I built this, one of my server friends came over here, Obs, and he went fishing. He got a boat and just went around fishing inside of my fountain. So yeah, that's happened. Another thing that I've changed, I was able to put in 4 more beacons over on the beanstalk. So if we go over there real quick, and we can go real quick because there is speed 2. Yeah, if we come over here real quick, we now have beacons not just coming out of the center like it was before, but we have them coming out of each of these 4 spots. And I did add the water, so if you are to fall, it is a straight drop down into water. But that's a 1 block gap, so do be careful not to hit the sides or you will die. But yes, so we have now all of the effects here at the beanstalk as well. And yes, I know I still need to build the cloud. My list of things to do this season is quite substantial, and I'm really hoping to get them done. But speaking of that, the next thing on our agenda is to get ready for today's build. So let me get those blocks and I will be right back with you. Hey guys, I'm back, and it is several days later and a ton has happened. And yeah, the plans that I had originally for this episode have completely gone by the wayside. So let me show you what's going on. So my plans for this episode were, I was going to build houses for the 3 little pigs. So we have the straw house. I think this one turned out cute. And we have the first little pig in the straw house. And then over here we have the stick house. And yes, I know how derpy this looks. This has got to be one of the most derpy things I've ever built. And we have the second little pig in the stick house. And then we have the brick house. And I am very well aware that I have just offended many people by actually building with granite. But it wasn't me, it was the pigs, because the pigs built the houses, right? And inside of, oh, no, stay inside. No, stay inside. Inside of the brick house, we have the third little pig. So the three little pigs now have houses on my island. And that was the plan for this episode, that I would build the three little pigs, their homes on the island. But other things have happened. And it kind of, this has ended up being, yeah, this is just a prank episode, because we ended up being pranked several more times. If you notice, there are pigs wandering all over my island, and there's a reason for this. When I started building the houses for the three little pigs, I only had one pig on my island. And so I went and I searched for another pig, and I found one, brought it back, and got it into the second house, and the first little pig disappeared. I mean, I have no idea what happened to it. I don't know if it got struck by lightning. It was inside the house, and then it was gone. I mean, just gone. Nowhere to be found. So I mentioned that in chat, and the next thing I know, pigs are showing up on my island. One of the other Patreons, they were playing, they heard my need for pigs, and they started bringing pigs over. And the first time they brought it over, I must not have noticed them here. And I was so busy building the houses that they just left them for me. And of course, I reacted. And the next thing I know, more pigs are showing up. So I have pigs wandering everywhere on this island. I'm going to, yeah, look, see, they're now named. Some of them are named. Tee-hee-hee, because this ended up being a gift that turned into a prank. And it was really funny. But that's not the only thing that has happened. Aletha Prime came over, and we did a little bit of science. If you remember early in the season, YDYT pranked me over in Spawn Town, and she put a whole bunch of heads, of her heads, in my Spawn Town castle. Like, every surface was covered with Whitey Heads, and I've been holding on to those. So the other day, Aletha Prime came over, and we did just a, let me in, we did a little bit of science, and look at what we discovered. Yes, villagers can wear player heads. So I have this beautiful villager wearing pink hair. And it made me so happy that I decided that I needed to use this to my advantage. Now, oh, yes, before I show you how I'm using that to my advantage, Notch is in the process of rebuilding the Magma Man over here so that he can stay at my base and not block the portal. So that's in the process too. Like I said, this is just a whole episode of pranks. Anyway, so I decided that I needed to use the Whitey Heads to my advantage, and I did. So if we come down into my, come down this way, and I am sorry for the lag on the computer. It is getting quite bad, but there's good news. I have ordered a new computer, so guys, that will be coming soon, and you won't have to deal with such laggy videos. But anyway, if we come down here, oh yes, oh yes, all of my villagers have YD heads. This was so much fun. Aletha Prime and I, we took a lot of time using the dispensers and putting these YD heads on the villagers, and it is so worth it. I just love the way that this looks. Of course, the, can you look at me? The nose. The nose kind of, yeah, I'm sorry, Whitey. Well, not really. So Whitey came over. Whitey, if you don't know, Whitey is one of the mods here on the server. And Whitey came over and saw my trading hall. In fact, when I showed her the trading hall, she barely walked in the room and quit the game and began plotting revenge. So when the next time I logged in, I had to face a whole room full of killer bunnies. Yes, killer bunnies. And the killer bunnies dropped Whitey's tears. They did. It was quite sad. Poor killer bunnies. So the killer bunnies dropped Whitey's tears, and there was a couple of other things that happened, and then this happened. Yeah. Whitey put her head on me. Great news, guys. This is a curse of binding head. I am stuck with this head until I die. So, yeah, for the next several episodes, you should see me being Whitey Whitey. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, beautiful hair. It's just not my face. So, yeah. And then, yesterday, something else happened. So, as you guys know, I have been very, very glad to have not died very frequently. But if we look right here, number of deaths is now 7. Because, yeah, I can't parkour. Oh, now I'm throwing chicken. I can't parkour, and, yeah, I was kind of challenged to a parkour course, and it was over the void, and this was set up by Whitey YT, and I fell, and so she teleported me back to the start of the course, but because I was falling when the teleportation happened, as soon as I landed on the platform, I died. So we have a new death memento. It's a YDYT head that says parkour fail. So that's 6. And I kind of needed to finish the parkour before I could leave. And during the parkour, because, you know, we were in voice chat and lots of fun was happening, many people showed up over there. And I ended up being shot. Like, yeah. And to make matters worse, the bow that I was shot with was a rose bow. A mending rose bow. As in a bow that I actually sold. So I was shot by a bow that I created. And so I created a new one. We have Rosebow M, and M stands for murdered. So now, guys, I am up to 7 deaths. The death memento wall is much fuller than I would appreciate it being, but I had to keep it honest. I had to let you guys know what was going on. I do wish, well, I should say, I do apologize that this episode is not what I originally planned. I was going to build with you. I was going to talk to you about the 3 little pigs. I have some untamed wolves here, and I'm going to be transporting those over to the 3rd little pig's house. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put it yet. I'm still working out that detail, which is why it's not there yet. But yeah, there's going to be a big bad wolf over here in the story of the 3 little pigs. And this was my plan for today's episode. It was going to be about the straw house and the stick house and the brick house and the 3 little pigs, and we were going to talk about that and some other things. But I haven't had very much time to record recently, and so this episode kind of didn't get done when I wanted it to get done. And then all of this other prank stuff happened. So guys, yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed this prank episode. I guess I say get used to seeing this face, because until I die, legitimately, because I don't feel like the parkour fail and getting shot by Matthew's arrow was legitimate. But until I die legitimately, I am stuck with this head. And yeah. Anyway, so you'll be seeing a lot of this over the next couple of episodes. And if you enjoyed this video, let me know what your favorite prank was. If it was Notch's Magma Man, or the pigs, or the Whitey Heads. There was another. Oh, it is still up there. Oh, good. There's another prank. I forgot to tell you. I am now the proud owner of an obelisk. Let's see if I can get up there without dying. Yeah, this monstrosity would be mine. We have a diorite and birch obelisk here on the island, and it is something to behold. Can I land? Yes. I'm pretty sure that goes up to build height. Yeah. So there's another prank. This is a prank episode. I have been pranked so much this last few days. But that's okay. It does cause memories. So anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite prank was, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye now.